Right, please welcome out to the stage, fighting out of the blue corner. Give it up for Daniel Holt. Fighting at a 12 gauge MMA, give it up for Daniel Holt. Now please welcome out, fighting out of the red corner, the hands together, give it up for Phil Johnson. Sliding out of the red corner, 13 years of age, stand up 5'2", fighting out of MMA, it's Phil Johnson. So they face their third bout of the evening, amateur C-class rules. We got fighting out of the blue corner, Daniel Holt. Fighting out of the red corner, Phil Johnson. Let's go.
Back here at GPUK 42, we've got bout number 3 of the evening, amateur C-class bout. We've got Daniel Holt in the blue corner, we've got Philly Johnson in the red corner. Johnson fighting out of Liverpool, Hammer Gym actually, and you've got Holt fighting out of Stockport, 12 gauge MMA, another 12 gauge fighter on the card.
Big leg kicks already early from Johnson.
Yeah, we are back in the C-class, so obviously there's no head strikes, whether standing or on the ground, so you probably expect a little bit more of the legs from the guys. Good really for the development if you think about it.
100%. I think the problem is with leg kicks in C-class MMA, I don't think there's a risk you can call with a headshot, so it's easy to get shot in on.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. You make a very good point there. Doesn't look like either of these guys are that interested in that at this stage, though.
They're saying that there's some very sharp leg kicks.
They are. Johnson's landing that low kick every single time. It's quite crisp how he's doing it.
As I say, chop down the tree.
Switching to the inside there. It looks like Johnson, even though he is playing the outside at the minute, he's quite comfortable to just throw those.
Yeah, it's odd that he's on the outside, considering he's the shorter fighter out of the two.
Yeah, looking at him walking in, I did expect him to, kind of take centre and really own the cage. Again, probably difficult when there is no head strikes in this though.
Johnson pressing up against the fence now, handling big body shots.
Yeah, he's done the smart thing there, pressing in his own corner. Holt's just Holt's looking at it like he's Stipe Miocic in this at some point, just looking for those body shots continuously.
Yeah. I think as your leg kick as well, you're not really got the best balance. So when you get hit in a body shot, it looks like it takes more effect than it actually does because you're off balance.
No, you're not wrong there. You're not wrong. I think Johnson might benefit from maybe shooting a double leg, trying to get this to the ground.
100%.
Impose his will a little bit maybe.
Holt looks like the stronger fighter at the minute. He's pressing his man down.
Obviously we did speak about chopping down the tree, but that was a fantastic takedown defense there.
Just shrugged him off.
Shrugged him off, got to the side, straight back to it. It is difficult to set obviously takedowns up in this regard because there's no head strikes, but it would be beneficial if you set up off the strikes.
I think if you really want to stay and stand with somebody who's just going to shoot for a takedown and hit them as they do it, I think it's a lot easier to do that.
Holt's done a really smart thing here. Holt's doing something really intelligent. What he's doing is keeping it super, super long.
So now Johnson's in on a double leg. Could get reversed with the chest lock. Very nice work.
Johnson, the right thing. Did great work staying on top, but a great reversal there by Holt.
That was just brute strength. That was being able to turn him over.
That's fantastic though.
Specimen for 14 years old.
Absolute specimen. He's tall, he's rangy, he's quite muscular build. Just looking at him, he's got those Green Hill gloves on. I do know those gloves generally are from the athletes that have been to the IMAF. So I'm not sure if he has been to IMAF World.
Is he going to survive to the end of the round? That's what we're going to think. I think he's going to survive.
Fantastic first round by both gentlemen. Very hard to pick between the two.
Yeah, it's hard to score a C-class fight. Effective strikes, like
effective striking is always difficult, but obviously control, I'd say, is the main element. And there was, I'd say, about 50-50 share of that. If you look at Holt, he did raise his hand, so he's signalling that he felt he won the round.
He got the top position. He got the better positions on the floor. He was pressing his man down for the whole fight so far. Let's see if Johnson can turn this round.
Yeah, I think what you benefit from is really solidifying that position before he starts trying to really dig into those chokes. The rear naked choke, it can come powerful, but it's all useless if you haven't got any control of the body.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
An old coach used to say to me, if someone was to tie a rope around your waist and a rope around your neck, which would you get rid of first? And obviously I'd get rid of the rope around my neck because that's the one that's going to kill me. And he was like, yeah, but you need both ropes. That's the only way it works. You need both ropes. Unless you're going to switch to bulldog chokes.
That was a very good euphemism. I like it.
I really liked it. It's always stuck with me ever since. So we're back here now, round two.
I'm going to write that in my book.
Thank you. Please credit me. I'd like a citation at the bottom. Anyway, aside from the banter, back into round two now. Do you know what? I absolutely love how adequate, how well he is with these kicks, Johnson. Come straight out, have to throw it.
Yeah.
Working again for that takedown.
Well, we're in the second round now. I wonder if these kicks will play in effect now towards the end of the round, because he has landed quite a few of them. Not all of them have been checked.
Yeah.
Big bogey kick there from Holt.
If you do take a look at Holt's leg, it is starting to get nicely reddened up.
I think Holt's expecting him more now, so he is checking these kicks a lot more. He's checked the last 3 or 4 of these kicks. And he's checking them and walking and pressing forward of them. Good double leg attempt as well for Johnson. Boy, he's been flattened out.
What I do like about what Johnson's doing is he's very much set up his stall with everything he's doing here. He's very much said, I'm going to come and chop that left leg of yours down. And he continues to go back to the well. Holt might benefit from, obviously maybe shooting a takedown of his own, starting to look at solidify some work of his own.
Or even just snapping one of Johnson's double attempts and just taking top position.
Yeah. I mean, he's shown that he has got some jiu-jitsu skills. I'll be interested to see how the rest of it develops.
Yeah. I think Holt's just enjoying taking centre cage now and walking his man down, throwing shots.
Well, you're scoring then, aren't you? That was a beautiful kick.
Very good time kick from John.
Shrugging him off every time. In the eyes of the judges, you're controlling the tempo, you're controlling the pace and space. You are scoring here.
With no disrespect to Johnson, it does look like Holt is bullying him a little bit in this fight.
Yeah, like I said, I think that almost genetic advantage is coming into play.
Yeah, the physicality of that. Taking his lunch money, per se.
Not a knock on Johnson though, powerful young man. I can't remember me being this powerful at 13 years old.
I think his body shots are starting to hurt Johnson a little bit now.
Again, another big double
Very
attempt.
good sport. He might come and take the back from this attempt. Oh, very good work from Johnson to get back to his feet. Very good work.
That's the thing. Holt just seems content to not, not get into these grappling exchanges, and that surprises me greatly because, we saw that he had a bit of control towards the end of the round. He could do more than just solidify a round. He could look for a finish.
I think he's just enjoying himself too much.
Well, C-Class is great, and one of the things it's great for is to get experience. You're out here, you haven't really got to worry. It's a lot like an inter-club, You haven't got to worry too much about getting hit in the face and going to school Monday morning.
Yeah. Johnson in on another single leg at the moment.
Yeah, it looks like he's got a single. He's probably going to struggle to finish this towards the end of the round. Obviously, he wants his hips in if he's going to finish this so that he can get the lift and the drive.
I do like the tenacity from Johnson. Keep going on for these attempts.
Well, sometimes you just got to stick with what you know. Dance with who brung you, so to speak. So, you keep going to the well. All these analogies.
A well of knowledge. That's where you are.
Apparently so, just not in the MMA game.
It'd be interesting to see what the corners are now telling each of the fighters. But this is our first fight that's gone to the third round.
Yeah, it's first fight gone to the third round. I think, I'd be interested to hear what both corners are telling. Both corners seem very animated. Looks like the Hammer corner are discussing large amounts of how we're going to complete that takedown. It looks like they're trying to get their man back into the fight.
Back in the fight. I think if I was in Holt's corner, I'd be looking for the finish now.
Yeah, I mean, to me, Holt's probably looking at definitely at least one of those rounds, depending on how the judges have scored the first round, in my opinion. Maybe you're looking for a finish. I think both fighters would benefit from looking for a finish.
Oh, 100%, yeah. I think it's just because it can be quite hard to score these fights, and it could go either way. Bit of a bloody nose there on Johnson. Maybe one of the shots has slipped up.
Yeah, a little bit confused as how he got that. There is no head strikes with this being C-Class. Third and final round here underway. Another 3 minutes of action. What I would say is it's an absolute credit to both of these gyms, these two young men. Holt coming in at 14 years old, Johnson 13. Johnson is game. Johnson is very much game at 13 years old, and I'll be honest, that to me is a credit to his coaches. They put him in an environment where he's got these skills and he's got that tenacity.
Holt's gone for his first takedown attempt.
Holt managed to complete that takedown there.
Transition to full mount straight away. This guillotine, I wouldn't say is great for Johnson. Well, maybe he could use it to reverse the position.
Yeah, I mean, if it was me, I likely would start looking at getting rid of that. Unless you're going to finish it, a la Dan Strauss, your kind of thrust guillotines.
Yeah.
It's not something you're going to have particular success finishing from there.
No, definitely not.
But what you will see is, Holt's kind of dismounting to one side as he's trying to attempt to set up this triangle. I would 110% be bridging towards him at this stage, hopefully off balance and getting to
where he wants. Popped out.
That's the problem. There's a good likelihood Johnson might have tired his arms out with that now.
So really in C-Class MMA, I wouldn't really say the mount is that much of an advantageous position because you can't strike to the face from this position. You're very limited in the body because the body's behind you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not too sure. I didn't hear one of the referees mention a little bit earlier on about no strikes to the body on the ground, which I thought was quite interesting. I think in terms of the positions, like you say, I don't really think mount is an advantageous position in this class. You're looking at kind of A-class upwards, where the mount becomes advisory as such.
Yeah, in fact, I'd prefer side control. I think I have better finish rate from side control without strikes than I do from mount.
Yeah, I mean, I think, obviously there's a bunch of different setups that you can run for those kind of positions,
And Holt's just got side control.
Yeah, I mean, Holt could be looking for a dart here. That's what I'd be kind of threading that left arm through if I was him. Going for that front headlock position. Fantastic,
Johnson's using that far side underhook to get out. I thought he could have got a half guard there.
I mean, if it was me, I'd be letting go of that head personally. I'd be looking to get up.
There's Von Flu's there available for you if he keeps holding on to that guillotine.
He needs to watch this armbar though. See, he went for the armbar defense, and Holt's smart. Holt's just immediately abandoned the thought of it for the moment. going to look to isolate the arm first of all. He's done that absolutely beautifully.
He's got the arm bar there.
Fantastic step over by Johnson.
Very nice.
Excellent. Johnson needs to work to get back to his feet now. He doesn't need to, really can't accept this position.
I'm very impressed with both fighters in this fight.
I think that obviously there's quite a few exchanges that have gone on here. Johnson, in my opinion, did really well to scramble back up, but Holt has dominated the top position for the majority of the round. Fantastic fight from both young men. What are your thoughts on this one?
Very good fight. I think Holt has edged this fight for myself. Just simply with the first 2 rounds, with how much on the front foot he was and pushing Johnson around for the rest of the fight, stuffing the takedowns and getting top position in the second round.
Yeah, I can see that. A little bit of displeasure out of the corner of Johnson. Not too sure.
At the end of the day, no one wants to lose, but it's the way that the sport is. There's a winner and there's a loser.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, we can't all go home with gold medals because that can defeat the object. There isn't just participation prizes, but they're both young men. They're both just getting into this game.
14, 13 years old. They could easily have another 10, 20 years of this.
Yeah, and I think neither of them have done themselves a disjustice with this performance. I'm actually really impressed with Johnson's performance.
It was a very good fight.
He does train out of Hammer there, which is a good.
Well, then, folks, at the end of round 3, we do go to the judges' scorecards, and we do have a winner. Unanimously, all 3 judges scoring 30-27, fighting out of the blue corner, Daniel Holt. Well, then, folks, can we have a round of applause, please, for both fighters tonight? Daniel Holt